I'm Thomas, and welcome to another small video from Faith at the Farm. So anybody you ask if they know me, if you were to ask them what is Thomas's favorite farm animal, they're going to tell you it's a hog. I just love hogs. I don't really know what it is, but they're really smart. They're extremely tough, very resilient. They all have a personality and I just love them to death. And one of the things that I find funny to watch hogs is how much they love to wallow around in the mud. So most everybody knows a hog can't sweat, so the way they cool themselves down is they wallow in the mud to cool off. And then if you've got some light-skinned hogs, they'll also wallow in the mud to almost put on sunscreen, if you will, so they can't get sunburned. But one of the things that comes along with that, if you keep them in a pen, most of the time we let ours free range, but if you keep them in a pen, the mud in there can get to be crazy. And I've had times where it rained a lot and it would be so deep, the mud would be so deep it was almost impossible to walk. And if you watch a pig, they're almost designed to walk in stuff like that. You know, they love the mud. We look at it and go, gross, that's disgusting, but they just love it. And their foot goes right in and comes right out. But I've had myself get in that mud where I almost couldn't get out. I had to take both hands and pull on my muck boot just to get it up out of the mud. It just gets in there and gets sucked in there. And so it just kind of reminded me of a lot of times in our walk when we get away from God or we decide we're going to go on our own path, we get buried down in that miry clay and we get stuck like that, and it becomes really hard to do anything. You know, and the Bible talks about letting Him guide our paths, and we're supposed to follow Him by faith, and so many times we don't do that, and we get stuck in that miry clay like that, versus if we follow Him on faith and we try to put Him first and always want to go where He wants us to go. Sure, we might have some problems, but our walk is so much smoother and our life is so much smoother when we're trying to follow His direction and where He'd have us go today. So if you're struggling a little bit, maybe stop, examine your life and try to figure out, are you stuck in the hog mud, mired up in all that clay, or are you on the smooth path, just trusting and following Him where He'd have you go? Thanks again for watching Faith at the Farm.